Okay, welcome back everyone as we learn the Mishna Yomis for the second day of Rosh Hashanah on this beautiful new year of Tavshin Pei Vav, when we learn Torah to be Mekayim the mitzvah of V'dibarta Bam Lachas Nachas Ruach Liyitzreinu, and we should be able to trouble-free learning the entire year and gesund for our entire family. We are sponsored by the Fisher family, the Nishmas Basi Bas Rabin, Shlomo ben Avram Alevi, Perel Bas Ruvain, and the Neshama should have an Aliyah. We're sponsored by the Nishmas David ben Chaim, Lefu Shalema, for the Yomis Mechayesor, Yaakov ben Basilea, for the schools of Avram Yom Benish ben Mark Yudis and family. We're sponsored by Yod Klugman and family for their Parnas Gzunt and Nachas. We learn L'Refuah Shalema for Avigdor ben Rivka in the Bas Chayesara, Chana Bas Shoshabina, Yitzhak ben Tziyam ben Dusha, Rivka Bas Shira Leah, Chayesara Bas Shoshabina, Moshe Meir ben Esther Fradel, and Meir ben Chayesara. They should have a Refuah Shalema, B'Seich Shachar Yisrael. Now, one of the rare offerings that are accompanied by loaves, which we usually don't mention, is the Miluin, the inaugural Karbanis, when Aaron and his sons were inaugurated as Kahanim. So Amaluim Hayaboim Kematza Shebetaida. They were brought with three varieties: 30 loaves, Chalas, Rikikim, and Revucha. It didn't have the Chometz variety. Nazirus is, that's the Ale Nazir. The Ale Nazir, the ram of the Nazir, was accompanied by two varieties of matzah. Two of the three of the unleavened of the Taida, Chalas Rikikim. It didn't have Revucha. Ve'ein ba Revucha. Therefore, in the Yerushalmius variety, instead of 15 kavim, which would be if it's the three, since it's only two, Nimtzu Asara Kavim Yerushalmiyos, it's 10 Kav Yerushalmiyos, which in the Midbariyos variety, we said that 3 would be 10 Isaran, so 2 is 2 times 3 1/3, that's 6 2/3, so that's Shein Shisha Esrainis, 6 Isaran, V'aduyon. Aduyon is 2 extras, in other words, because each one is a third extra, so that's 6 2/3. Now, remember, when we had the 40 loaves of the Toda, so there were 4 varieties of 10. From each 10, we removed 1 challah and gave it as truma to the kohen. We took 1 of the 10 as a truma for the kohen. Shenema v'hikriv mimeno echad mikol carbon, from each type, truma la'Hashem. And we darshan echad, it has to be a whole challah, not a piece. Shelo yitel paris, it can't be a piece. Mikol carbon, first of all, this teaches us that you kol ha-karban shavan, all the 4 types have to be 10. It has to be, you have to take 1 of each of the 4 varieties. You can't take 2 from the wafers and not take from the deep fried. It has to be 1 from each type. Now, where does these single challahs go? La koyin hazoyrek es adam hashlamim, to the koyin that sprinkles the blood of the taida. Lo yiyah, he gets the 1 challah from each of the 4 types. Vashar, and the rest of the 36 loaves of the taida are nechal abalim, are eaten by the owner. Now, Hashechet es ha-taida, if he shechts the taida b'fnim, v'lachma chutz l'chayma, and the loaves were outside of the walls of the old city, when he shechted the taida, the loaves don't become sanctified, like Kiddush Alechem. Also, shachata at shaloi karma batana, if he shechts the taida before the loaves got a crust in the oven, and even if 39 got a crust but 1 didn't, v'afilu karma kulan chutz me'echad me'em, like Kiddush Alechem, the loaves are not sanctified. Shchata chutzah zmana v'chutzah mekayma. If he had in mind with a machshava pigel or a machshava psul, he shechted the taida to eat it or smoke it up after its time, or to eat it or smoke it up outside of its place, even though it becomes pigel and the loaves become pigel, if it's chutzah zmana, still kaddish alechem. The loaves become sanctified. Shchata v'nimtza streifa. If you shechted the taida and found that it had a perforated membrane of the brain, then like kiddush alechem, since the shchita wasn't good, the bread doesn't become sanctified. What happens if shchata v'nimtzas balas mum? You shechted and you found that the baby had a blemish. Rebbe Eliezer Mekidesh. Rebbe Eliezer says the bread becomes sanctified. The Chachamim Aimrim like Kiddush. The Chachamim say it doesn't. Shchata shaloi lishma. What if he shechts the shlamim for the wrong designation, the taida for the wrong designation? V'cheina el amiluim, or the ram of the maluim, he shechts it for the wrong designation. V'chein shnei kivsei atzes, which was accompanied by the shtei alechem, if he shechts it for the wrong designation, sheshakton shaloi lishman, in all three of these cases, like kiddush alechem, the 40 loaves don't become sanctified, the 20 loaves of the nazir don't become sanctified, and the 2 loaves of the shtei alechem on Shavuos don't become sanctified. Again, we want to thank you. What a beautiful night of Torah, 2 blat and 4 mishnayos, and it's a good start off for Tafshin Pei Vav. It should be a marvelous year for all of us. Thank you, and a good year, everyone.